Happy Monday, T Squad. It's your girl Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I am here with a brand new Spill the Tea video. So, honey, these reality girls are getting it popping this Monday afternoon. Oh my God. And guess who is the center of all the drama? Kandi Burruss. I'm worldwide. Is the center of all of it. She has been getting into it with SWV and Tamar all day today, honey, and it's all stemming from social media and this reality show. But in this video, we're going to talk about her and Tamar's beef. But you know, over here on the Color Me Pynk channel, I don't do he said, she said, I wonder, I think. I come with facts and receipts and timelines. So I'm going to break this whole thing down in the order of events so you can see who's the problem and who's defending themselves. Okay, let's get right into it. So you guys, 6 months ago, Kandi did an interview with the YouTube channel House of Aaron. Shout out to that channel. This interview went everywhere because in the interview, Kandi ended up, exposing the fact that Carlos King was the one who allegedly was trying to sell the rights to the Escape movie and was going behind their back and doing it, had reached out to her mom and all of this stuff. She cried. It went to all of the news outlets, blogs, and everything. Till this day, Carlos King has yet to make a public statement in defense of her accusations. All right. Now, like I said, this bit of tea went everywhere. You all know that Tamar is now one of the co-hosts of Dish Nation. At this time, she was just, filling in here and there. It hadn't been official that she would be the new co-host. But this topic was brought up on the show, and this was her response.
Which is why I don't agree with her calling him a thief. You know what I mean? I think that's a little off the deep end.
Well, what would you do if somebody tried to do this to you and your sisters? They tried to tell your story without your permission.
Well, okay, so here was the thing. So my sister did her biopic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like everybody else was involved, but I had nothing to do with my character, and I was in my feelings about that.
Okay.
But everybody else was involved, so that's a different kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you really don't want nobody telling your own story.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I just feel like there are all the time unauthorized, versions of people's lives, and this is just a part of being an entertainer.
Yeah. It is a little shady to call her mom up and act like you're going to do an interview about all these groups in the 90s and just to try to dig up information on her group. Like, that is a little... You got to watch out for reality TV producers.
Yeah, and that's shady baity, but something in the milk ain't clean. I don't know. I'm not totally convinced that that's what it is.
I don't whatsoever have an issue with her response on Dish Nation. She was there to do a job. She was there to speak on the topic. She gave her opinion, which she was paid for to do. Okay. And I'm pretty sure that Kandi and Todd wouldn't have had an issue with that. I don't think that they even had an issue with that part of her talking about the situation. She said that she didn't agree with her going so far as to call him a liar and that something in the milk wasn't clean. She thinks that it's more to it. That's fine. To me, that's not offensive. That's your opinion. Okay, it is what it is. It was this post that Tamar then did on her Instagram story that Kandi took offense to. And once again, shout out to Team Kandi B. Tucker Instagram page who sent me this when it happened. And I actually did a video on all of this when it happened. Tamar posted this. It was either a video or a clip of her doing one of her live performances. And she put, my friend at Carlos King, who don't have to steal nobody nothing. I love you. Okay. That is where you then interjected yourself as a regular person, as a civilian, as a friend to him, and you took a side and you were blatantly calling Kandi a liar and saying that He didn't steal nothing. He ain't gotta steal nothing. And basically you're lying. And like I said then at the time when this happened and when she posted this, that once again, you're doing what Tamar always does, involving yourself in stuff that don't have nothing to do with you. You weren't on Dish Nation. This was your own Instagram page. And that was unnecessary, uncalled for, and you should have stayed out of it. Even if you felt that way, that's kitchen table talk. You should have kept that inside the walls of your home, on the phone, or whatever. So at this point now, you put yourself into a situation that will now cause you to have beef once again with Kandi. I would be upset too. I thought we were good. Insinuating yourself in something that does not have anything to do with you and coming at me sideways. So this post right here is what really started back the beef between her and Kandi. Then on December 21st, I did this video. Tamar Braxton allegedly calls out Kandi and Todd. This is when she went on her Instagram story and posted those posts saying that she got into it with a Real Housewife and her husband, and that the husband allegedly came at her sideways and threatened her. But she didn't name names. She was basically playing a game of Clue. We all knew who she was talking about. We all knew that she was talking about Kandi and Todd, but she did not name names. Since she didn't name names or anything like that, Kandi and Todd never addressed it, okay? Fast forward to yesterday, March 19th, when Tamar, Evelyn, and Nivea were on Watch What Happens Live promoting their new reality show on Peacock, The Queen's Court. And a viewer asked Tamar which housewife from Atlanta was the one who she got into it with and the husband allegedly, threatened her. She didn't name names at first, but she was like, y'all can pretty much guess who it is. Andy then went down the ladder of who was married on that show. He named Drew and Ralph. She was like, no. He named somebody else. He named Eva and her husband. She was like, absolutely not. And then he said Kandi and Todd, and she took a sip of her drink and was like, yeah, it was them or whatever. This is my thing. Once again, if you didn't want to be messy, you didn't want to kick up no dust, no drama, you could have just simply plead the fifth like everybody else do, or just said, I'm not going to answer that. Like the person knows who they are. Let's just leave it at that. And kept it moving. You decided to answer the question, which is your right, but understand what's going to come from that when you answer that type of question. You know that drama is going to ensue, okay? You have every right to speak your truth if that is your truth. You know what I'm saying? But you have to know what comes in behind that, all right? After the show aired, Tamar instantly went to her Twitter and posted, before y'all start, I left the situation alone, but the fact is Kandi and Todd wanted to fight me, period. There was witnesses, and JR came to the next show to check Todd, and she nor he won't address it, because how do you defend that? The facts are the facts, though. I'm off it. #change, which is her new single. Kandi then came with this response.
The only thing I'll say right now is, simply that's not true. My husband never said nothing to her. He did not threaten her or none of that. So that's why I was like, I don't even want to address that on Amazon Live. She and I did have words, but he did. So that's why I was like, yeah. Some people like to twist things a little bit, but we can talk about it later on a different platform.
After denying that anything like that occurred between Todd and Tamar, Tamar then came on her social media today in defense of what Kandi said and came with full details of what allegedly happened that night. Take a look at what she had to say.
Obviously, I want to address, what's really going on in the press, because You know, I feel like I've worked really hard on myself, and I can't help if somebody asks me a question, you know, and I can't help the chains of events that actually really honestly truly happened. Now, this really all started, okay, everybody knows that I'm on Dish Nation now, right? And this really all started from a YouTube that Kandi put out about whatever the issues they had with Carlos King. And I was asked about it. Now, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm not like these other reality people. Like, I'm a real bona fide 5-time Emmy nominated journalist. Difference. So for me, I am not comfortable publicly saying or calling someone else a liar without knowing the legitimate facts. That's where I'm standing with that. I wasn't on no, you know, you're not my friend, I don't want to side with you. It wasn't nothing to being messy, but my responsibility for my job and my integrity just lied in that. Or else I just would have said, oh, she lied. Really what I did say is I wanted to hear both sides of the story. You know, something in the milk ain't clean. Just trying to deflect from just outright calling somebody a liar. Because number one, I don't know. Number two, I don't care. Number three, has nothing to do with me. Okay? Cool. That happened. You know, I put up a clip promoting the show from my point of view in my story, not addressing anybody, not taking sides on nothing, because I really don't care. It doesn't have anything else to do with me. Okay? So weeks go by, 4 or 5 weeks go by, and we all have a concert together. And I'm leaving my dressing room to go to my dancer's dressing room to bring them their new clothes, and I see Kandi in the hallway. And I'm like, hey, boo, and I give her a hug, you know, whatever, and she just look at me and she's like, I ain't with you. And I'm like, what? I'm thinking she's kidding. Like, I'm for real thinking she's kidding. And she's like, I ain't with you. I'm like, what happened? She like, oh, well, you said that shit you said about Carlos King was foul. And I'm like, oh shit, and I honestly truly forgot about it, right? And I'm like, listen, I didn't mean no harm. You know, I wasn't trying to, you know, go against you or nothing like that. It's, you know, just what I just explained to y'all. Like, I just feel like my responsibility is a little bit different. I ain't trying to call nobody publicly a liar when I don't know the whole story. I'm not comfortable with it. And she was like, nah. You said. And I'm like, sis, listen, if I offended you, I am so sorry. Like, you know, like I wasn't coming from that. I thought, man, you made up at Big Brother. You know, I wasn't coming for you. It's nothing like that. I really, truly, humbly apologize. And plus, I sent her a DM, and I said, I sent you a DM when, you know, when your fans was coming to my page. This was a while ago, and I was just trying to let you know that, you know, I wasn't trying to be, you know, malicious or nothing like that. Nah. But you said, and you did, and then you doubled down and put it in your story. I said, listen, Kandi, I'm not trying to go there with you. You know, we in the middle of this hallway. And now by this time, people swarming around. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we ladies, we shouldn't be doing this. We can go in my dressing room. Yeah, before I take it to the next level. Now, everybody know, I ain't really here for that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool and I'm safe. But I do know how to whip. And I don't do that because I don't condone violence at all, right? And I'm like, well, what's the name of the level you want to take it to? Like, what you want to? Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. You said he did steal from us, right? And I'm like, she is really serious right now. I'm like, all right, like, don't do that. First of all, I'm from Baltimore. We're not gonna do that. You know what I mean? And I'm telling her again, it's my 4th time apologizing. I am so sorry if this offended you, right? I wasn't trying to be malicious towards you. And I'm saying this again. This is in the hallway. I'm saying this again. Nah. I mean, Buck King. And I'm like, and I get to the point when I'm like, look, dog, this is not Atlanta Housewives. I'm not getting paid to sit up here and argue with you like this. I'm about to go sing everybody on this bill under the table. I can't argue with you right now. Like, I finna do all that. And then trying to completely de-escalate the situation. It's giving bobs and cackling and cacklings. And like, then Tadina comes up and like, he comes and get her. And he says something to her. And then he looks at me in my face. Y'all can believe it or not. Look at me in my face and go, you know what it is. Oh. What? Now this is a dude. I don't care. Listen, y'all don't see me grow up on the Braxtons. Y'all don't see me go at it with my sisters. Y'all don't see me, you know, kind of like sporadically go at it with Lonnie. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the truth is, in real life, I'm really a peaceful person. You know what I mean? And I like to have fun and I laugh and play jokes all the time. And so the thing is with me is that me and Kandi, or me and another female, can argue all day long. But when it comes to dudes in another woman's face to physically threaten them and harm them, that's when the line is drawn. That's when it's like, oh, it's not about her perception on TV. It's not about, you know, where we have known her to be on her reality life years ago. Because remember, I ain't been on reality TV for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's okay. I get it. But it's no reason for a man to ever step to a woman. Period. And the fact is, that is what happened. And the other fact is, I wasn't trying to bring nothing up, but, you know, now that I'm on, you know, Peacock and Bravo, I went to Andy's show, he's a good friend of mine. We cool. You know what I mean? He asked me about it because one of the fans asked me about it. And I wasn't trying to bring it up, and I wasn't trying to bring no drama my way because I am not on that. So it's like, I answered the question, I tried to deflect from it, and here we are. But what I'm not going to stand for is people saying, what did I do for a man to ever step to me? Period. Why are you shaking your head?
Nothing. You shouldn't for no man to step to you. That was a coward move, and it shouldn't have happened. And I addressed it with him, and I spoke to him about it, and he immediately apologized. But an apology after the fact,
especially when I'm there defenseless, because he wasn't. This is one of those trips where Troy wasn't there, JR wasn't there. Like well, Rob was there, James was there. But this is kind of one of those trips where we just kind of, like, we had like back-to-back shows and we just kind of got in and got out. You know what I'm saying? And normally, and I didn't even have security, you know, because really Global Productions is like, Sam and them is like real protective and family oriented. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't have a need. I'm not bothered backstage. Like, these are my family and my people. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't have a need to like be extra behind the scene with security and people and all that stuff. Like, it wasn't one of those trips. And then, of course, I didn't even know I was walking into the Lions Den.
This is what I have to say about that. Tamar kept on saying in the beginning that she didn't care. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Da-da-da-da. She only talked about it on Dish Nation because she had to. She don't care. This ain't got nothing to do with me. If you didn't care and if it didn't have anything to do with you, you wouldn't have put that post up on your Instagram story, where I will reiterate, you said, my friend at Carlos King, who don't have to steal nobody, nothing, I love you. You cared. And you then made it your business because you put it on your social media. Okay? Then she glossed over the part when she said that Kandi mentioned that Instagram post. She glossed over that part. That's what she was mad about, girl. What about that don't you get? Then you saying, if I offended you. If I offended you is not an apology. You clearly offended her. You clearly did. And you did not take accountability for the fact that, once again, you put yourself in the middle of something that did not have anything to do with you. And you basically called that girl a liar and you took sides. Okay? Then you up her acting all extra, impersonating Kandi, knowing dang on well that ain't how Kandi talk. Okay? Like, I'm talking about like the facial expressions and all that. That's you, Tamar. Like, I hate when people retell stories and then put 10 on 20. Like, just tell it how it happened. Just say it how it happened, child. And then saying that she wasn't coming for her. You were coming for her when you put that Instagram post up, love. What about that don't you get? And then saying, when she said that Todd looked at her and said, you know what it is. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I do believe Todd said that because I've seen Todd say that on the show. Like, you know what it is. You know what it is. Come on, Phaedra. You know what it is. Let's not forget that. That is a phrase that Todd uses. And when he said it, could it be taken as a threat? Yeah. Could it be taken as you already know what time it is with my lady, like she'll F you up? You can take that, you know what it is, so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? So many different ways. But we weren't there to know if she said something to Todd first, if they was arguing. We don't know. We don't have video cameras. We don't know. But I do believe that Todd said that. So I don't even know how to feel about it because I don't know who started what and who said what first. And we all know that Tamar does not take accountability for the things that she says and does. In response to Tamar's Instagram live, Kandi then posted this clip from the movie The Addams Family 2, where Wednesday calls this girl a victim. Like, you're always playing the victim. Like, that's just what you do your whole life, is play the victim. And honey, that got Tamar going, child. She then went to her Instagram story and posted, I am the victim when your man steps to a woman. Sounds like an abused woman to me. To see nothing wrong with that. I hope he's not beating your booty. I pray for your healing. See, now we're doing too much. Like, that was just too much right there. That was dark and went over to the deep end. Like, we all know that man ain't over there putting his hands on Kandi. Team too much. Flag on the play. Then Tamar got underneath the comment section via the shade room where they were talking about, you know, this rift going on between Kandi and Escape and who should headline when they were going to do that show together. And Tamar said, imagine having the biggest ego for the most non-singing person in the entire music industry. Stream my new hit song, #change, where I pay homage to the amazing SWV. And she did. And it is a fabulous song. I love it. But not she coming for the vocals, Lord. Oh, my God. Like, now the gloves is off. The girls are banging it out, honey. Then Tamar posted and deleted this where she said, now Billy Goat is going to start be back up again, calling me a liar. Someone needs to call her and tell her to chill. Tadina 1000 or 1,000,000% did what I said he did. But she posted this and then she deleted it. Then Tamar tweeted, listen, I'm healed and saved, but God don't want us to be rovers. I'm standing firm on what I said, exactly how it happened, and I don't need to lie about anything. Then lastly, she posted this photograph from one of the shows, and she captioned it, I'm done talking about it. Obviously it happened. Kandi wants to deflect and condone her man's behavior by calling me a victim. Shaking my head. It's abusive and disrespectful, and it's never okay for a man to step to a woman. Fans don't have to agree, period. Everyone have a nice day. God is so good. Watch #Queen's Court and stream my new song, #changed. P.S. I spy with my little eye the truth. And if you notice in this photograph that Tamar is in taking a photograph with either a fan or somebody, in the background, you see Todd and her fiance JR having a conversation. Here's a closer shot of you see JR talking in Todd's ear. I'm guessing this is when he allegedly confronted Todd about addressing Tamar in a negative manner. So this is what she's saying is the proof that this all happened and that JR, you know, confronted him and checked him or whatever. So those are the receipts. That is the timeline of events of how everything went down. And at the core of the situation, all of this stems from Tamar. All of it stems from Tamar. And once again, her mouth, like her mama, her sisters, Vince, everybody has told her her mouth is what gets her in trouble. And I love Tamar. Huge fan of Tamar. I'm not one of those people that just think that she's a horrible, horrible person. I side with her when she's right and not, disagree when she's wrong. And in this case, she's wrong. You kicked off the chain of events that have happened. If you would have never did what you did and said what you said on your Instagram story, none of this would have happened. So hopefully this teaches her a lesson to mind her business and stay out of other folks' drama and concern herself with her own. Okay? If Todd did confront her or say something crazy to her once again, I don't know. We weren't there. If he did just do it on his own without her saying anything to him, then he was 100% in the wrong. But once again, we don't know because we weren't there. I guess Kandi will address this on Speak on It. But at the end of the day, Tamar, you're in the wrong. You're in the wrong. You started all of this and you need to accept it, apologize, and take accountability for your actions at the end of the day. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all of this down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.